Hello, welcome. My name is Stacie and I am coming to you today from my backyard. You can see behind me the mandala image behind me that was painted yesterday, and I'm just really enjoying it right now. It just really pops and it makes me happy. And I wanted to come on today and share with you the protocol that I use for keeping my immunity strong and my wellness up, both in body, mind, and spirit. So we're going to go through this using a protocol and applying essential oils topically on your body, using the protocol of following the map of the energy system in the body known as the chakras. So we're going to first talk about what is an essential oil. An essential oil is basically pure plant medicine. It is high vibrational. It is pure from nature. It comes from stems, leaves, roots, flowers, different parts of the plants. And for this, we're going to apply it topically. There's a couple that we can also use internally or aromatically, but we're going to mostly talk about topically for this. And then also, before we get started, what is a chakra? A chakra is basically an energy point in the body. There's 7 primary ones, starting at the tailbone and perineal floor, going all the way up to the crown of the head. So that is what a chakra is. It's a energy vortex, spinning energy at the different points in the body. And so we're going to apply the essential oils on different points of the body to keep us in a well state all of the time, to help support our overall wellness. Okay, so we'll start with the root chakra. The root chakra is the base of the spine, the perineal floor, the legs, and the feet. And the oils that I use in this part of the body, I'm going to give sometimes 2 options. So the first option is balance. So balance is a really grounding, centering oil. It really helps you feel balanced. And that's why the name balance is such a perfect name for this. So I apply the oils, just letting them drop into my hand. And then I place balance on the bottoms of my feet. You can also place balance on your sacrum, which is the bone right at the base of your lower back. It's that larger bone. So you can place balance on the bottoms of your feet and at the sacrum. The other oil that is good for the root and for keeping yourself balanced and even in gratitude is patchouli. So patchouli is another one that you can use in that area. Even safe to apply on the perineal floor if you're using the doTERRA brand, at least in my experience. And I'm not coming with medical advice, and I'm not a doctor. I'm just speaking from my experience of using the oils and the protocol that I use to keep myself healthy and well. Okay, so the next one that I use is jasmine. So jasmine we're moving up to the second chakra, and that is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the hips, the pelvic bowl, the womb, the sex organs, all the way around from the front to the back. Jasmine is so beautiful for this because it's such a nurturing flower essence. It's the white flowers. Obviously, you're familiar with jasmine tea. It smells divine. And you can just, when it comes in a roller like this, you can just apply it, roll it on. The other one that's really good is Digest Zen. And Digest Zen is good for that area, or even moving up a little, because it's good for digestion. It's good for the stomach and the any aspect of our body that is aiding in the process of digestion or elimination. Digest Zen is really good for that. So you can also apply that to, I would say, maybe below the belly button for those two, for jasmine or Digest Zen. Then moving above the belly button to the solar plexus, I would then move into a citrus oil. So we have Lots of options there. You could do wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, bergamot. Citrus bliss is a combination of citrus oils mixed with vanilla. So citrus bliss is really good for the solar plexus. Think about the sun energy and think about citrus growing in the sun. It really helps you tap into the element of, fire and the sun and positivity and happiness and joy. So that one's really good, placing it above the belly button on the solar plexus. The other one that is really good for this is tea tree oil. Oh, great, Lena, you just got bergamot. I love also tea tree oil or melaleuca on the solar plexus because it's really good. A friend of mine, Desiree Manendog, who wrote the book I Am Fabulous, she recommends using tea tree oil to really help with overwhelm. And it's just a real good clearing. It keeps your energy and your boundaries clear. And especially if you have to go out right now, it's really good. Or it also has been noted for reducing overwhelm, to put tea tree on the solar plexus and even the heart. So I'm really loving that one. And you can even move that one up and put a drop on the crown of your head. And then I usually just rub it in. But I'll recommend another one once we get up there as well. Okay, moving up to the heart. This is the time right now to really move into the heart center. Really just drop down anytime you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed and tune into your heart. You can even place your hand over your heart and just breathe into your heart. I was really guided this morning to pray, and I will say that my practice in that department has not always been very consistent, but I was guided to pray, and I prayed the Hail Mary because I have been raised Catholic and I love Mother Mary. And the oil that I'm going to share for the heart is perfect to the energy of Mother Mary and to our hearts, and that's rose essential oil. And so the rose essential oil, just apply it directly on your heart, rub it into your heart, breathe into your heart. You can even place it on your hands and rub and breathe it in, cup your hands. And rose is such a high vibrational flower. It is, when you think about rose petals unfolding, I mean, it's such beauty in the world. It's so linked to the energy of love, the emotion of love. So I highly, highly, highly recommend rose essential oil for the heart chakra. Okay, moving into the throat. The throat chakra a lot of times can feel very blocked, and a really good one for the throat is lavender. So I actually am going to recommend two possible ones for the throat, a combination of what I do, which is lavender and lemongrass. So I do a drop of each, lavender and lemongrass, in my hands, rub my hands together, and then rub it on the throat. And then again, breathe it in. And it just opens so much. It really helps open your throat, your ability to speak. It really helps you breathe more deeply. And it's just such a beautiful combination. Anytime I would wear lavender and lemongrass together, and then I would go out, I would always be asked, what is that combination of oils that you're wearing? Because it just smells so great. Moving up to the third eye. So the third eye is the point of our intuition. It, is basically the point between the two eyebrows. You can think about in India, they wear the dot, right? It goes back into the pineal gland. It's all about clear vision, clear seeing, clear knowing, clear understanding, that deeper awareness, even beyond the five senses, beyond the sense of just the physical vision, but opening up to the more intuitive vision. So that's the intuition. And for the third eye, frankincense is probably the best one. So put the drop of frankincense on your finger and then just rub it into the third eye. You can even rub it into the temples. Don't get too close to your eyes, although frankincense is pretty gentle. But especially if you're using peppermint, sometimes I can recommend using peppermint on your temples. Make sure you stay away from your eyes if you're doing that, because it's really, it can be irritating to the eyes, and just keep that in mind. Okay, so the final oil that I'm going to recommend for the crown is peppermint, and also just for your airways. Peppermint really helps support the respiratory system. So for the crown, I would just put a drop of peppermint on. It also is really good for your hair and your scalp. And if you want literally a mood shift, for me, I just breathe in peppermint and it just shifts. It just shifts me into a much more alert. It's cooling and it's calming at the same time. It's just always been one of my favorite scents. So that's how I would use peppermint. Again, I also mentioned that you could put tea tree on the crown and rub that in. It's also good for your hair and your scalp. And then the final oil, unrelated to the chakras, but just to think about your whole overall wellness right now, the On Guard is really beneficial to keep your immune system high and support you during this time. So I would apply the On Guard in some water, drink it, and just, it's filled with spices such as wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And I'm using it to keep my immune system up. And so I just wanted to share that with you because I really love the nourishing, nurturing aspect of applying essential oils, oiling up your body, and just really upping the self-care and really supporting your overall wellness during this time. Because the more you take care of yourself, the more that you can be there for others. So if you have any questions, anything you would like to know, if you watch the replay, put in replay, and I am here for you. If you need anything, if you need any oils or just want to talk about oils or need any support in any way, I'm here. And just sending you guys so much love. I hope that all is well with you and your loved ones, and signing off for now. Be well.